A woman went to the supermarket for shopping, only to find that all the shelves were emptied. With just a phone call, dozens of trucks delivered all the items for her. People in the town started restocking the supermarket from all directions. Their movements were mechanical, their smiles were stiff, and they didn't ask for a single penny in return. In less than 2 hours, all the goods were neatly arranged, and then they left collectively. All of this was done just to satisfy her desires. Soon she realized that even if she asked for an atomic bomb, the world would find a way to bring it to her. She had almost become an omnipotent god. A few days ago, a virus swept across the globe. It had no side effects, but it made all humans connect to a hive mind, sharing skills. 1 second someone was a homeless person, and the next they could fly a plane. Only 12 survivors were not infected and could give orders to the hive-minded people, so they took luxury chartered planes, ate extremely expensive food, and indulged in all kinds of crazy pleasures. But they knew that the hive-minded people wanted to assimilate them. Carol was one of the survivors, but she was tired of this paradise. The hive-minded people took great care of her, meeting all her needs, but they took away all her social life. She used to be a writer with a small group of readers. The attention from them made her feel important. Now that all her material desires were fulfilled, she didn't want anything anymore. In the countdown before being assimilated, she just wanted to be alone. One night, she casually heated up a dish, turned on her favorite show, and suddenly the lights went out. In the highly coordinated hive society, a power outage was never a trivial matter. She walked outside and saw the city plunged into darkness but could only accept it helplessly. However, the power in the town was restored soon. A call from the hive-minded people came through indoors, and they carefully explained to her that it was all for the sake of efficiency. But angry Carol didn't pay any attention. Instead, she deliberately made a ridiculous request. She wanted a hand grenade. After venting all her anger on the hive-minded people, she turned on the TV, hoping to dilute the loneliness with a dazzling array of information. But not long after, Zosia came to the door. Carol never expected that the hive-minded people had actually sent a hand grenade. In order to prove how hypocritical these seemingly harmless hive-minded people were, Carol picked up the hand grenade, but she didn't know how to use it.
Wow, you got this thing really jammed in there, don't you?
Please, be careful with that.
Right, like you would give me a real hand grenade.
Carol, if we may.
She didn't expect that the hive-minded people had actually given her a real hand grenade. The whole room was blown to pieces. Fortunately, Zosia reacted in time, so Carol managed to avoid being hurt by the debris. However, Zosia was seriously injured while trying to protect Carol. After arriving at the hospital, Carol waited quietly in the lobby for Zosia's injury report. After a whole night of reflection, she began to have a different perception of the hive-minded people. At this moment, a man in work clothes walked towards her. He was not a waiter, but Zosia's attending doctor.
Why would you give me a hand grenade?
You asked for one.
If I asked right now, would you give me another hand grenade?
Yes.
Even after last night, you would give me another.
Oh, sure.
What about an atom bomb?
Yes. Wouldn't necessarily feel good about it, but we would move heaven and earth to make you happy, Carol.